Three new but possibly familiar faces are joining Springfield's Public Schools Hall of Fame. They include former Springfield Mayor Ken McClure. You'll probably recognize him, an innovator for the video game industry, Warren Robinette, and New York Times bestselling author Nancy Allen. McClure graduated from Parkview High in 1968, and the SPS Hall of Fame says McClure has devoted himself to building a better future for Springfield and Missouri. He led the city of Springfield through the pandemic with a focus on public safety, economic growth, and quality of life. He now serves on the Missouri Ethics Commission. Warren Robinette graduated from Glendale in 1970. Then he went on to work as a programmer at Atari, creating Adventure. That's the first graphics-based action-adventure game. It also contained the first known Easter egg in gaming. That's a secret for players to discover. It's a reference to something outside the regular game. Robinette created a hidden room where he credited himself as the game's creator. He later founded the Learning Company, publishing educational software for kids. Finally, Nancy Allen graduated from Glendale in 1974. SBS says before being a best-selling author, she became one of the first female criminal prosecutors in the region. She'd later write the Ozarks mystery series before collaborating with famous author James Patterson for 3 best-selling legal thrillers: Juror Number 3, The Jailhouse Lawyer, and The Number 1 Lawyer. All 3 will be inducted into the Hall of Fame's class of 2025 tomorrow at noon. Want to say congratulations to each of you.